What's up, nail geeks, and welcome to a new to the channel, new in general brand. This is one of my favorite types of content to produce for the channel. I am very pleased to show off the new brand Sylvanclaw. I'm going to have some of the website stuff around me here on my face here so we can kind of highlight this. This is a new brand, and I was reached out to by the maker Aurora, and it's such a pretty name. And I was asked to do some photos for her website, and I was just so geeked, like, well, I have to do a review because I have to show off a brand new brand. Why not? That is so exciting. This is the collection that we're going to be checking out here. We've got quite a bit of a mix of finishes here. There are some gorgeous polishes to check out for this first collection. And this is another brand that, in my opinion, is just hitting the ground running. There have been some newer brands over this last year, and they have just been blowing it out of the water, so to speak. And this is definitely one of them. And I'm very excited to see what more we have coming from this brand. The first collection is called the Into the Glade collection, and it's inspired by like foresty type of things. So we've got some shimmers here. As you'll see, I've got the collage behind me here. You can see it. And they're really nice. I was pretty impressed. I was like, okay, this does not look like a first collection. So I'm super geeked on that front. The bottles themselves come in a 15 milliliter rectangular cube style bottle, and the brushes themselves are not really what I would consider being like this super fluffy paddle style brush. It is what I consider a wide style brush still. So still paddle style, but it's not the fluffiest, but it's also not a skinny brush either. Let's go over the Into the Glade collection, and then I will talk about more launch information, things like that. So without further ado, let's dive right in. So we're going to start off with Wingin It, and I figured this was a fantastic place to show off the bottle. These come in these really interesting rectangular cube style bottles. In all of the indies I have swatched over the years and purchased, I've never seen this shape of bottle before, so that was pretty interesting. It's very ergonomic on the hand. The handle is a standard gloss type of finish, so easy to grab hold of. And the bottles themselves come with 15 milliliters of polish, and the brush itself is what I would describe as being more of a standard type of brush. It's not quite fluff type style, and it's not paddle, but it's also not skinny. So this is just a standard brush, but it is somewhat flat. You will see an action here in just a moment. So the official description for this first one is a soft pink base with a strong green shimmer throughout and scattered holographic glitter. Wingin It is one of my top picks in this release. It is very pretty. Those of us who enjoy those strong shimmers with that almost milky type of buildup, this is it. It's soft, very delicate on that pink. It's almost like a soft tint. Now, if you have a really prominent free edge, you might see your smile line a little bit. I would say, blurring base coat disclaimer here, but I don't think it's necessary because it just adds to the finish. I'm going to suggest 3 coats and a glossy top coat. Field of Wonder is a green base with a color-shifting flake finish, orange sparks of reflective glitter, and a dusting of green shimmer throughout. This is what I would describe as being a jelly type of finish, but it packed a punch for opacity. Depending on the length of your nails, you may get away with 2 coats. Your preference on that. I chose to go up to 3 thin coats, and I thought it deepened out that green base, and I don't know. It is a true jelly type of finish, but I don't know. Again, your preference for lack of better words. Now, the reflective glitters in this, it's not so much that we get that hard texture type of gritty dry down, but it does leave you thirsty, especially with the flakes. It's like a scattering of those reflective glitters. You may want to use a glitter smoothing top coat. Golden Hour is a warm gold base with red-orange shimmer and scattered holographic glitter. I am forever on the fence on these warmer type of bronzy colors. That's just because I myself am very warm undertoned. I think if you have cooler tones and you are possibly lighter than me, I think you could pull this one off really well. So thinking this one's more like matchy match with my golden undertones. But regardless, this has an excellent metallic type of formula to it. It builds up with a touch of a plumping factor. Those of you rocking shorties, you might be able to get away with 2 coats, but personally, if you have any type of free edge, I would strongly suggest going up to 3 thin coats and a glossy top coat as it dries on quite flat. Ladybird is a red jelly filled with micro matte glitters, scattered holographic glitter, and subtle golden shimmer. Reds, I will forever say, are my Achilles heel in terms of my photography, and sometimes on my videos, my camera just hates them. I don't know what's going on with it, but it's always been difficult for me to get super accurate. So on Ladybird, please refer to the swatching video portion for color accuracy. This is true jelly type of formula. I'm going to strongly suggest 3 coats and a glossy top coat. This has that nice scattered type of sparkle going throughout it. The shimmer is on the very subtle side, so I do agree with the official description, but this plumps out very nice. You may want to use a glitter smoother just to help out your glossy top coat and give it that super juicy appearance. Mahogany Fringe is a red-brown base loaded with a strong pink to red to orange color shifting shimmer throughout. Mahogany is a lighter type of formula in my opinion, and I'm going to, again, strongly suggest going up to 3 coats to build it up. This will deepen out. It is another true jelly finish, so if you choose to have that softer type of appearance, stop at 2 coats. But the 3rd coat kind of deepens out that reddish cast from the shimmer, and there is a strong golden kind of orange cast at the more extreme angles. My macro shot here in just a moment will give you a good idea of that. This is a smooth, again, light type of formula, quick to dry down as well, so that 3rd coat is no problem. Mushroom Whimsy is a mushroom brown shimmer base that shifts between green, blue, and purple. Now, this one is what I would describe as being heavily flirting with being a sheer type of finish. It's quite light, and because of that, I think if you do various undies with it, you're going to have this interesting type of shimmer effect. When you build it up on its own, I think 3 coats is the best. You might see your visible nail line, your smile line in brighter lights, like what you see on my full hand shot here, but what's giving you that kind of pseudo opacity is the shimmer itself. Again, it's light, and if you have any type of free edge, I think you'll see that peekaboo effect. It dries on quite flat, and I would suggest a good glossy top coat. Pond-ering is my top pick out of this entire release. I was blown away by this one. It reminds me of some old school finishes, and I so love it to pieces. If you want to try this brand out, especially if you're a blue lover, get this one. This is described as a light blue base packed with orange to green to yellow shifting shimmer and blue irregularly shaped holographic glitter. Those glitters are stunning. They're so sparkly, and they have that strong type of, I don't know, almost like a sliced glitter type of effect. These will leave you textured though, so make sure you use a glitter smoothing top coat and a glossy top coat together. This is on the softer side in terms of finish, so I think if you have a really prominent free edge, blah, 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 my disclaimer of a blurring base or nude to your cream applies here. The shimmer is gorgeous in the backdrop. And then lastly, we've got Berry Juice. This is a berry purple glitter base with pink shimmer and various colored reflective glitters. True to its official description, I do agree with that. This is like a popsicle purple type of base color, and it deepens out very much like a true jelly formula. So you can get away with 2 coats if, again, you like that softer, more, I guess, like squishy looking effect. But to build it up and get that liquefied jello look, use the texture from your previous coat to get that next coat on. It does have that bit of a gritty type of dry down with each of the coats, so make sure you use a good glitter smoother in addition to your glossy top coat, and it's just jelly perfection. This one's quite sparkly in person, and depending on your angle of lighting, there might be a really subtle type of orange at the most extreme angles from the shimmer. And we're going to wrap this up with a quickie will it topper segment. This is where I use a black swatch stick to demonstrate if polishes have layering capabilities. Winging It is really nice over black. It does pass the test. I think pinks would do very well. Field of Wonder also works, but I don't know. You're kind of taken away from that nice emerald type of base. Golden Hour looks interesting over black. I'm kind of on the fence about it, but I think that's because I'm picky with warm colors. Ladybird, It's a jelly base, like a true jelly base. So I just think you're kind of doing undie on an undie type situation. Mahogany can transfer over to possibly being a topper if you pick a good base color for it. Mushroom, yes, very, very much. This one is so very versatile, and I can see you getting away with a lot of deeper and medium type colors. Pond-ering is glorious over black. This color can do no wrong in my eyes. And berry juice is very much like Ladybird. I think it's just like an undie on undie action. The Into the Glade collection is currently available on the website right now. I will link you all below to Sylvanclaw if you want to check them out, in addition to their Instagram page if you want to follow the brand through that. Going through their website here, there is free shipping on US orders 75 and up. So that's pretty nice. I'm always pleased to see free shipping offered, especially for a newer brand, because I know shipping it's costly. And so for that to already be built in is pretty cool. You can check that out. Each of the polishes are $13.50, as I'm seeing here on the website, and you can grab the full set for $97 for all 8 polishes if you are wanting the whole shebang. So I will have all of this in the description box below. Let me know in the comment section. Let me know, have you seen this brand? Is this not new to you? Let me know what you think. What do you think of the Into the Glade collection? The debut collection is really nice in my opinion. I'm excited to see what more is going to come from Sylvanclaw. And as always, if you enjoyed the video, please like and subscribe. Thank you so much for watching.